Hi, Willie Crawford here, and I teach affiliate marketing. I've been doing affiliate marketing now since 1996 and consider myself quite an expert at it. And so I'm making this video actually to teach one of my students a couple of lessons, but I thought I'd share it with you at the same time. And so what I'm going to do, well, my credentials, like I said, I've been doing affiliate marketing since 1996 at age 61. I wrote my first copy when I was a teenager and published a direct mail newsletter. And I've studied psychology and persuasion and even the flow of electromagnetic energy through the human body. And I've studied NLP. And I've spent extensive time studying copywriting and just psychology, getting inside people's minds for most of my, all my adult life, including when I was in the military. So I get copywriting. And so I'm going to show you a few things. Just here's an email that I recently sent out. So I'm going to pull it up here in a Microsoft Word document. Okay, so this is an email I recently sent out, and the subject line of my email was Handmade Pet Earns $1 Million Bizarre Niche. Now, the purpose of this email, the primary purpose of the email is actually to sell a report on bizarre niches. My friend Marlon Sanders put out a report that basically shares 46,000 niches that most of us would consider bizarre. That is, a lot of people in my space focus on how to make money on personal development and things along that line, maybe diet or exercise. But there are millions, quite literally millions of other niches you can focus on. And my Marlon, he showed us in his report 46,000 niches that people were making quite a bit of money in. So the purpose of this email is to get people to look at Marlon's to buy a copy of Marlon's report. And so I started out after the subject line, I actually put in my email, sent to my autoresponder, hi, and the first name. And then I put this homemadepetearns.com and then ... meaning I'm thinking about it. And I actually made this a hyperlink. And the reason I made it a hyperlink is because I own this domain name. And if anyone clicks on this hyperlink, they're going to go to this domain name, which I built nothing on. I bought this domain name to sell. And so I'm sending them over to buy the domain name, basically. But that's not what the email is about, you see. And so I'll start reading it, okay? I just purchased that domain name because as soon as I saw that that's the domain name recently dropped, that is, it wasn't renewed by its previous owner, I totally got the profit potential of this bizarre niche. Just think about how attached some people are to their pets, especially people who live alone and have very little other companionship. And I go on. I take frequent walks where I chat with people as they walk along, talking to their dogs as if the dogs understand them. I'm not certain that the dogs and dog owners don't understand each other better than many people understand each other. Several of my friends have had to have pets put down in recent years due to things such as complications with diabetes, cancer, etc. And I saw that they grieved as deeply as many of us grieve over the loss of a human loved one. I actually sat down and chatted with two friends, helping them to process their grief. I saw that they did want to discuss it with someone. This segues into a discussion about a report that my friend Marlon Sanders recently released. Marlon's report, which I reread last night after being chastised on a mastermind call, points out 46,000 bizarre niches. Now here, I'm actually planting a seed. That seed is every week I join a mastermind call that my friend Marlon Sanders puts on, and there we talk about marketing at a very, very high level. And so on this call, we actually discussed a lot of things around bizarre niches, and Marlon, in fact, showed us where he found all 46,000 of these bizarre niches and how he verified how much money was being made in each of those 46,000 niches, etc. And Marlon had put this all into I think it was a 49-page PDF that members of his mastermind group got free with their membership. And so I'm planning here the idea that maybe they should check out Marlon's mastermind, which I do highly recommend. So I say he pointed out 46,000 bizarre niches. Say yes, 46,000 bizarre niches where people are actually getting in front of large enough audiences to earn from a few $100s to over $100,000 per month. And Marlon did showed us some people who had very, very small audiences who were still making hundreds or thousands of dollars a month off of those small audiences. And he explained to us how they were doing that in his report. And I put that really beat into me the realization that there are millions of niches, which most of us wouldn't have previously considered, that enough other people are very passionate about to make them profitable, potentially profitable niches, So I tell people to check out Marlon's very in-depth report here, and I give them a live hyperlink in my email that's live, and I'm going to put this in the video that I'll stick on YouTube as a hyperlink so people can download the PDF, and then they'll have the live hyperlink. But I'm also going to post in the description beneath the video the hyperlinks to everything I mentioned in the video. So what I'm doing is I teach, and I encourage you to adhere to, make each of your marketing efforts have one primary purpose. If you give people too many things to do, they won't do any of them. So if you have a lead capture page where you are offer somebody a free gift just to opt into your list because you're trying to build a list, then the only thing that should be on that page is what you're offering for free and then an opt-in form. Don't give them any other thing to check out. Focus them on one thing and they will do that one thing or they will leave. But if you give them too many things to think about, they won't do any of them. A confused mind usually doesn't buy or leaves, okay? So I teach that, and so I teach in your email, you want one primary purpose, and you want to focus people's attention on that. The dilemma is a lot of marketers say, well, maybe I can mention 2 or 3 things, and in doing so, maybe if I don't make a sale on A, I can make a sale on B. That's flawed thinking. You'll make a lot fewer sales if you focus people's attention on more than one thing at a time. Now, there is a way around that to an extent, and that way is to send traffic to a blog where send them to a blog post, and on that blog post, you focus people's attention on one primary action. So you have a blog post. In this case, I do have a blog post on Marlon's report on bizarre niches. But around the periphery of that blog, I have links to other previous blog posts. I have an opt-in form in my blog sidebar. So if they aren't interested in buying that primary product or taking that primary action I wanted them to focus on, then they notice other opportunities that they can interact with me and maybe buy another product I'm selling, or maybe they can opt into my list, or they can download another free report or something, So, and this report's not free. It's a few bucks, but it's not very expensive, and it's well worth it to me. Once I realize the value in what Marlon teaches in this report, I can see it making me easily 7 figures next year, in the next year. It's that powerful. It's not that it's that powerful, it's that I will act upon what he taught, and that's the difference. You can read all you want, you can study all you want, but if you don't use what you taught, it's not going to make you any money. I'm taking a drink of water. Okay, so let's continue. I said this really leading to me, the fact that there are all these millions of other niches, and most of us that I know, most people I know, focus on just a few: internet marketing, the how to make money niche, health and fitness and diet, weight loss, and personal development. So I tell people to check out Marlon's report, give them a live hyperlink, and I say, by the way, I haven't done anything with the domain name, and I give them a hyperlink to this domain name again, handmadepetearns.com, okay? And so I'm doing 2 things here. I'm inviting them to go and check out his report. That's what I really want them to do. But a few people might want to check out this domain name and buy it. So I tell them, if you'd like to purchase that domain name, contact me, and I give them my email address. And I also do something else that's quite valuable. I say, if you'd like to discuss a dozen different ways to monetize this domain name, reach out to me, set up a Zoom call. Now, I personally, on my website, charge quite a bit for a 1-hour consultation or a half hour. I charge anywhere between $400 to $500 for a half an hour consultation. That's right on my site at williecrawford.org. So I honestly charge that. But if I can connect with a potential customer, this is something that Marlon also taught me, is that people, you really want to form a deep relationship with your customers where they get to know, like, and trust you. And then those are the people who over time will buy your higher priced products. So I'm open to a customer reaching out to me on a Zoom call and me discussing with them ways to monetize this domain name, handmadepetherns.com. And you know, and I would discuss things such as actually selling handmade urns from this site, but also selling pet-related supplies, selling pets, pet meds, anything, pet training videos, access or memberships to support groups for people who've lost pets. There's 100 different things people could sell from a site that is named handmadepetherns.com. It's you don't, when you first look at it, think about it, but you can offer dozens, quite literally dozens of products that all would relate to someone who would visit a site like this, especially if you put up, let's say, a blog site, and on that blog you discuss all those topics that pertain to what people who have recently lost a pet might be interested in, and people whose friends had recently lost a pet might be interested in. You've got to build the blog, you've got to optimize it, but that blog can have link off to all kinds of products and services, okay? So this is quite powerful. So I tell people they want to purchase this domain name to email me, and I give them a specific subject line to use in the email, and that's because I have filters set up in my email account. I've used the same email account at least a decade, maybe 15 years, and so I get so many emails that I have to filter them. So I set up filters looking for specific subject lines or from specific froms even, so that I can filter them into folders and they won't get filtered into spam folders, for example, because the word may be contained in the email. So I let people know an email address that I'm reachable at, okay? And again, I mentioned that I'm available to discuss over a Zoom call. So I'm leaving the door open for my customers, my real customers, to develop a real relationship with me. If they're interested in buying a domain name, and I sell domain names from $30 or $40 up to $10,000 or so. I sell a lot of domain names that are people's names, first and last names. I sell a lot of domain names that match businesses exactly. And I also rank and rent sites and rent those out to people who have businesses with exact names. And in fact, I go on in my email. Incidentally, I've been buying and selling domain names as a business model since 2009. That's when my mentor, Gene Pimentel, taught me all about buying and selling domain names. I also said I've been ranking and renting domain names for years now. Okay, so I've just opened another thought process, another doorway, without selling directly. I say I have a full course teaching my rank and rent model, which I am prepared to open back up. So please let me know if you'd like more information on that. And again, I tell them to email me, and I give them a subject line to use my email because I've set up a filter in my Gmail account where any email that talks about rank and rent training will go into that folder, and I will read that folder. I will notice that folder every so often, okay? So those emails don't get lost. And I even say I've used the same Gmail account for over a decade, and then I say chat later. So this email had one primary purpose, and that was to get people, I say go ahead and get Marlon's report. It will open an entirely new universe to you. At least it did to me. And it did indeed, because I read Marlon's report. I think in other posts, I posted on social media about the same thing. And there I mentioned that when Marlon first released this report to members of his mastermind group, he told us to go ahead and read it. And then on the mastermind call, we discussed it. He found out that half of us hadn't read the report. So he read it to us on the call as he chastised us. And then he deep dived into the report. And again, I encourage you to get this report. It's about 49 pages. That's the purpose of this video, to get you to buy the report. But in the process of showing you how I do email marketing, so what I've done is I've gotten people onto an email list by offering them usually some freebie. They join my list, and then from time to time, I offer them products for sale. But in a lot of my emails, I also teach. Like this video is designed to teach. I just taught you how I market using email marketing. I wrote this email, I posted it to LinkedIn with a graphic across the top as an article. Then I shared it to Facebook, to my timeline, and to a story, and then I shared it in a number of Facebook groups, and I could have shared it to some Facebook pages too. And all that is to get this message, this exact message, in front of a lot of people. And the reason I posted it on LinkedIn first is that Facebook has a tendency to block some affiliate links, and this link is promoting a product that is actually sold off of the Warrior Plus platform, but Facebook treats the JBZoo links and clickbait links too, I think, the same way. It's so accustomed to affiliate marketers posting on Facebook trying to sell certain affiliate products and doing it very aggressively, and they've gotten enough complaints about it that now when they see a link, they parse the link. Facebook can see this link and can track where that link goes. This link is a redirect link. It's a promotional domain. I bought the domain name, bizarreniches.com, and at my registrar, I set this domain name up to redirect to Marlon's site through my affiliate link. So people click on this, my registrar is going to automatically redirect them through this link through my affiliate link to Marlon's sales page, where if someone buys, I get credit for it. That's how I've done that. But see, when Facebook sees this link, they're going to parse it, see it's a link off of Warrior Plus in this case, see it's an affiliate link from a platform that, because people have marketed so aggressively at times, they tend to block. Okay, and there's ways around that, but I posted the article to LinkedIn first, and from LinkedIn I shared to Twitter. Twitter only allows you so many characters, and so I can post a full article on LinkedIn and share it to Twitter. I also shared it to a number of other social media channels, and now I'm posting the same article to YouTube. But when I post it on YouTube, in the remarks section, the description, I'm going to optimize the description so that it ranks for something about affiliate marketing, but it will also rank for a lot of other terms based on what I want people to do. And in the description, I'll also include live hyperlinks to these two sites, so that if someone wants to buy this website from me, they can check it out. After it's sold, then they'll get the other person, the new buyer's site. So I will be setting up some traffic, unless I go in and edit the link afterwards. And here, Marlon's product hopefully is evergreen. So no matter when people come across my YouTube link and they buy the product, which I am encouraging you to do, I'm going to get credit for it. I'll earn a commission off of that. Okay, that's how you do affiliate marketing. Getting across and getting people to think about buying more than one product at once. Again, focusing their attention on just one primary action, whether that is to opt into a list, whether it's to vote for something, whether it's to download a free gift. You could actually post a link, a direct download link to a free gift or something if you wanted to let them start consuming your content before you even try to sell them something. And then in the free download, you could have something inviting them to, once you've already delivered value to them, to join your mailing list, or to join your Facebook group, or your LinkedIn group, or your group on MeWe or something like that. So this is very powerful. I ask you to like my channel. That is, click the like button and subscribe, and then share the video. Thanks for listening, and I'll try to put up some more videos soon. Have a great day.